Hi everybody, it's Miranda and I'm back to do another plan with me in my Sterling Ink A5 for next week. I did want to take a moment to show off that I spent some time, I think it was like 2 days ago, and I put together a new cover for fall. So obviously it's a bunch of Coffee Monster Co. decals. And then this is from Planner Monkey Co., I believe. I'm thinking it through. I think this is from Planner Monkey Co. I've had it a long time. And then this is another decal that I don't remember where I got this one from. But I put this together and I'm enjoying looking at it every time I pick up my planner. So yeah. And then this week, I'm going to use a journaling kit that was an exclusive from Little Craft Fest this year. This is from Perky's Paperie. And I picked up this kit because I really like bees and all things bee related. So I picked this up and I thought, you know, this seems like the week to use this kit. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and hope you're all doing well. And I hope you can join in on the fun today. I'm currently filming this on Saturday, and I hope I'll be able to get this up later today. So I'm filming or planning for the week of next week, so September 8th through the 14th. And I also pulled out a couple of options for date covers. I have these ones from Every Minute a Story. They're the honeybee date covers. I've had these a really long time, so I might want to use them. But I also pulled out this really cute set of just yellow and black date covers, which I also thought would look really cute with the spread, like a contrast, but go pretty well. But I have two of these Every Minute a Story ones, so I might want to use these. Yeah, so I'll kind of make a decision here. Let me start by putting down the top washi. Actually, and I think what I'm going to do is use this washi on the top, this gingham one. It's like a tan, light tan gingham. And then I'll use the bee one, I think, at the bottom because it's got flowers with the bees. I just thought it would look cute on the bottom. So yeah, but I hope everyone's been doing well and enjoying either. It's basically still summer, but you know, we're headed into fall, so a lot of the I'm enjoying kind of cooler temps here in the Bay Area. It finally got down to like upper 80s, high 90s, which for me, because it was running like 100 degrees, is such a relief. And I've been really enjoying going on more evening walks where the weather's just a little bit cooler. So that's been really, really nice. But yeah, if you have a moment, tell me in the comments what you're enjoying or what you look forward to with the fall coming up. What are some of either your favorite activities you like to do in the fall and things, maybe it's traditions that you like to upkeep, or just small changes like, yeah, seasonal weather changes, and I don't know, maybe you go apple picking, or maybe you do something super fun in the fall that would be really fun to hear about. So I'm just trying to decide which sticker to use to cover up my calendar section here. There's a lot to choose from in this kit. It is a journaling kit from Perky's Paperie, and so there's a lot of options. I'm looking at this one with all the honey on the shelves is really pretty. Obviously the girl holding the jar of honey, kind of like an offering. I also like this flower. That's very pretty. Actually, I do like that flower. Maybe I can do some layering here. So let me see. I was thinking maybe something with the writing. There's like 3 or 4 items. Okay, so I'm definitely going to use this flower to cover up the calendar section. Maybe I can use, I kind of like this one because it has a little more black in it. Now, the only thing is I don't know if I'm going to have to white out. I think I probably will. So let me grab my white out. Turn my planner just a little bit at an angle here. Oh, and I have to put a book under it. That would help. usually like to stick my reusable sticker book here underneath it just to even it out, because one side is super chunky and the other side is like, hey, I'm trying to catch up. So, all right. And how's everyone doing in terms of the 2026 planner season? Are people getting excited? Are you having decision fatigue already? I've got a little bit of decision fatigue. I did place an order on Friday from Sterling Ink, but it was a little stressful just trying to figure out the colors, and I'm also changing for my work planner. I usually use a horizontal N2. And then for next year, I've decided, I hope it's going to work, fingers crossed, I decided to go with a vertical spread out layout like the A5, and that's a big change for me. So although I just need more room to write down appointments in my work planner. So I'm hoping it works out. Worst case, I guess if it doesn't, I can try to purchase a horizontal one. It's funny too, because the horizontal Sterling Ink covers, I think, come in a tweed, the mist, and then the I think the fairy floss pink. Those colors are more my jam. The vertical only came in the hunter green. I've never seen the hunter green. I hope it's not going to be too dark. So, but I haven't seen it yet, so I don't really know. So it's a mystery. Just gonna have to kind of wait and see, I guess. But yeah, that was fun on Friday, kind of placing the order and you know, excitedly now waiting for planners to arrive. So, all right, so I'm putting down this bottom washi here. And I think, oh, it's actually longer. So I'll use the rest of this one and then continue on with that second strip. Yeah, I think this looks really cute on the bottom with the flowers. Take off some of that sticky. And I'm actually going to cover up this one. Maybe to here. Okay, I'm lining them up a little bit. And then let me get that edge. All right, and then I'll save that extra piece for something else. I'll try to use it maybe in a daily page next week or whenever I want. So now is decision time. Which date cover should I use? Decisions. I don't know, actually. I think these ones will work. I think these would look cuter. They're both kind of cute. I think I'll go with these ones since I have so many of them. I have another set, and it's gonna just look cute because they stand up. I think they won't go over the edge, I hope. Let's see, I might push it over just a little bit to even keep Monday showing, although I could put date covers for the actual days of the week. I could do that too. Yeah, because it might, yeah, it's gonna cover them up. Okay. So I'm going to do this actually. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one up and wipe out the days of the week. There we go. And then I will put down some days of the week stickers. It helps me to use my stash, my sticker stash. Yeah, that's definitely one of the things where I have a lot of days of the week. Well, I have date dots too, but really days of the week, I have a lot of them. And somehow I keep buying more because I'll find, you know, a cute font that I like. That's my rationale. The font is so cute. And then I'm like, wait, Miranda, you gotta use the ones you got. Like, I seriously need like 15 journals just to like make a dent. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I gotta stop buying so much. But yeah. Raise your hand if you've got the same problem. If your hand's up, I'm just going to imagine that most of you have your hands up. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah. Yeah, these look cute here. All the little bees and the beehives. They kind of just alternate, which is nice. Okay, so now I do have to pull out some dates. Let's see, days of the week. So this is my functional book, and I've got lots of choices here. I just rearranged this too the other day. Let me look at what might work here. So I do have this brown one, if I want to pull in more brown. I have gold. I have these ones in the yellow. That's a possibility. I think I have two. So that's a possibility. I have these in kind of gold script. Hopefully you're not getting too much glare because they're in the... I could pull these out and make a decision from there. So the gold script. Sorry. I have these in yellow as well as the black, except for that one Monday that I used previously. Just looking what might work. I'm thinking something, yeah, sort of just a clear one because the bees are so busy. So not with like a picture or a pattern on it. So it's not too busy. Oh, I have these ones that are new. I just purchased these from the SF Pen Show. So these are on brown. These would look cute too. So I've got these on the brown. This is from a well-appointed desk. Actually, I think the shop name was Vanessa Stickers, I think. I did buy them from the pen show, so they weren't a shop that was unfamiliar to me. I'm just noticing this Sunday one got a little moved over. Okay, so I'm thinking not this one, either the black font, so it'll give a contrast. I'm not feeling the gold one here. I've got, these are gold, black, gold, silver, silver. So I'm not feeling, and these are all silver, the gold vibe. I'm thinking either the brown or the black. Actually, I think I will go brown. We're easing into fall, and then I can use this new sticker company sheets. So I think I'll just do that. Oh, that's really nice and clean. See, this is what happens. Like, I like the font, and this is how I end up with so many more days of the week stickers. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. So, yeah, this is a really nice font. And when I went to the SF Pen Show, they only had it in brown, which is probably better for my wallet, but if they would have had it in other colors, I would have been purchasing those too. So I like the clean fonts. I'm sure we all have kind of like favorite scripts we like, and so yeah, the cleaner sometimes I just like them. I like the look of it. So okay, two more. There's one and the second one. Okay, whoops. Put that off to the side. Okay, so here's Tuesday going down. It's nice that the back of this is clear. So then if it does sort of line up with the days of the week, the date dot, sorry, it doesn't like cover it up. Like right here it sort of did, but it's okay. So that's the start of my spread so far. Hopefully you can see it okay. Let me zoom you in just a little. So there's the start of it. I'm trying to get better with working the camera. Should put it as a goal. Actually, that's not a bad goal. Okay, and then I have to look at my schedule for next week to start seeing. So I definitely have work on Tuesday. And I have work on Friday next week as well. So, Tuesday, I could put down a big sticker. What's sparking my interest here for Tuesday? Actually, I kind of like the jars of honey. I think I'll use that. And I start in the afternoon. So let me put it maybe middle of the day then. And these stickers are a little bit bigger since they're journaling stickers, but I'm not gonna cut them. I don't wanna lose the detail from the sticker. So I'm just gonna leave them as is, and hopefully they don't like overlap too much. I'll work around it, you know. So I'll put that, and I can write in my work hours there. And I have a busy week next week a little bit. Let me finish putting in my work part. So I have work also, 2 appointments on Friday. Maybe I'll use one of the bees. I'll use this little bee and maybe a label. I could use these labels here, or I could use anything from here. I could use 2 dots. It's 2 separate meetings. Actually, that might be the way to do it. Okay, they are back-to-back meetings. I'm gonna pull in the green. Whoops, there it is, teeny tiny. There we go. And so one of them is at 10 o'clock. And the other one is right after it at 11. I'm just gonna pop that both there, and then I'll put, maybe I'll grab the bee going the other way. I'll put this little bee back, and I'll grab this bee here since he's facing that away, and put him like right there. Okay. Then I'll write down those meetings. I pulled out my brown. Where did it go? Here it is. I'm going to switch to my Sarasa Clip 0.5 in the caramel color for this week, because I thought again it would match the bee theme. So let me just jot this down. I've got work on Tuesday. And then here, here I've got the 2 appointments, so okay. And then on Thursday, I've got a bunch of stuff to do. So Thursday, I've got to go do lab work, and then I have an eye exam. Okay, so let me do, maybe I'll use this orange one for the eye exam, and I'll put this little, it's like a little stamp and some, it says Henry on here, little writing, little cursive writing. So the eye exam's at 11:45, so I think I'll just kind of put it, I'll put it around here, and then I'm gonna lay this one just on top, just to kind of cover it a little bit. Well, maybe I'll turn it. Switch to my tweezers here. So like 11:45. That's the eye exam. And then I do have, I think I have eye exam or eyeglasses, something like that, sticker in here. Hold on. Yeah, so I have eyeglasses, I have hair appointment, that won't work. Haircut, I thought I had an, oh, I have eye appointment. I have this one. I kind of like the glasses though. Yeah, and actually, let me look on my summer page. There's a little summer section in this reusable sticker book. That's one more page. I thought I had more glasses in here, but I might not. No, I don't see it. No. Okay, I think I will use the glasses. There's a smaller one here, so I'm going to use this one. And I'll just put like eye exam. Well, maybe I'll put it right there. Or to the side. Yeah, I think in the middle. Okay. So that's at 11:45. I'm going to a new optometrist, so hopefully they're good. They got good reviews, so I hope so. All right, so there's the eye exam. And then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go do the lab work in the morning. I want to do it in the morning. The only thing is, if you know, you know, when you go to do lab work, they don't do it by appointment. So even if I get there at like 9 a.m., I might not get the labs done till like 11, and then I'd be racing to get to my eye exam. So it's a little frustrating, you know. And even when you know your doctor has called in the order, it's sort of, you still have to wait. And I don't mind waiting normally, but I do have like other things to do. So I've got to kind of keep my fingers crossed that day. So I'm going to shoot for that morning and just do that. Okay. And then on Sunday, I am volunteering at the, here in the Bay Area, in San Francisco, we have a huge, beautiful, exquisite botanical garden. And so they have every year a, what's called flower piano. So they bring about 20 different pianos out to the garden, and it's for 2 weeks. It used to be 1 week. Now it's expanded into 2 weeks. So it's like this 2-week event, and it's just fantastic. It's a lot of fun, and there's, you know, professional people that come out and perform and play on the pianos. And then when the professionals are not playing on the piano, anybody can go up and just try to jam out on the piano. And the people that, I can't play piano, but, I don't play piano, but it's just so nice to see people of all ages. So I've seen like super young kids, like I think the youngest I saw was probably like a 3-year-old who was like, had to be like a prodigy, right? Because they were just jamming out, rocking out on the piano. I've seen much older seniors playing the piano. It's so nice, and it's such a fun event. So it's something I've been volunteering with them for several years now, and I really look forward to it. So that's what I'm doing on Sunday. So I've got the SF Botanical Garden, flower piano. I'm going to grab some black here. I want to change the color up. Flower piano. And I'm volunteering that day from 1 to 5. So, and it's funny because usually, I'm not trying to boast, I'm just, you know, talking on camera here. I usually try, because it's far from my house and I enjoy being there so much, I try to go like multiple shifts so I can just be there the whole day. But it just so happened for Sunday that this shift from 1 to 4 interfered with any other shift. Like there wasn't a shift from like 12 to 2, but I was doing this shift. And then there was like another shift from like 3 to 8 or something like that. And I was like, no, it's right in the middle. But this shift in particular is the greeter at the front of there's 2 entrances to the botanical garden. And I excel at this shift. I do really well in that role as a volunteer. And so I was like, no, I gotta be a greeter. It's my jam. So I'm gonna do that. So yeah, I'm gonna stick a little volunteer sticker here. Maybe at the top here, it'll stand out. So I'm looking forward to that. And then the other thing I have to just make a note of is that I have to be fasting Wednesday night for the lab work on Thursday. So let me pick maybe a small sticker, maybe this kind. Yeah, those colors will work. So I'll pick this one. I think I'm going to try to fast starting at 9 on Wednesday, hoping that I go at 9 in the morning. It's at least 12 hours, which should be good. So I will just write down, fast for tomorrow. I'll just put 9 p.m. Okay. Let me see, what else? Do I have anything else planned? I don't think I do just yet. I'm waiting to hear about other things I have potentially got going on for Wednesday, but I haven't got it firmed up. So I will use other bits of the kit during the week, but then I do have to do my habit tracker. So let me pull that info, that section out, and I moved it to this bigger TCMC folder. Okay, so let me pull this out and start working on that. So let's see, actually I will use one of those labels, one of these labels, and just put maybe habits. I think I want to pull in maybe a little more of the orange. This is on I can't tell if you can tell it on camera. It's a very light orange. It's outlined in a very light orange with a little pattern on it. So, oh, actually I forgot. I could look and see if I have any trackers that might work. So I have this yellow one. Let me pull you back out a little bit here. I have this yellow one. That could be kind of pretty. Let me see what else I've got. That orange is too dark, so I have this yellow one. I just realized I have some browns in here. I might try to remember that for next week when I'm doing my spread here. I have this yellow one too. Oh, this is actually a good match. This yellow is a good match, I think. Let me pull this off. This is from Sweet Kawaii Design. Yeah, I think that's a good match for this kit. It'll make it a little more cheery. So, or bright. The yellow's a little brighter is what I'm trying to say. I'll put it right there. And I'll put, now let me see if I want to change it so I don't have, yeah, I think I will. This label has more like a brown outline to it. So I'll put that instead of the orange so it doesn't compete with this sticker now, the habit tracker sticker in the corner. Let's see here, I'll stick that back on there. Okay, so now, hopefully you can see it okay. Now I'll try to finish the habit tracker here. Oh, I have to move it up, I forgot. Gotta put down the tiny icon, so I need room. Okay, there we go. All right, so I got my water intake. And I think just the last few days, I haven't been drinking as much water. I think it's because it's not as hot, but I gotta get back into getting in all my ounces of water. I'm shooting for lately about 96 to 128 ounces. So I'm really trying to get a lot of water in. But I have to remind myself, actually, I will go ahead and have some right now. Water break, water break. So every little bit of it helps, you know. Okay, my reading, my language study. Oop. Language study, and then here's always the choice. I can fit one. Do I put skincare or do I put dumbbell? I have not been working out. I must report the truth. I should put the dumbbell, but you know, maybe reverse psychology. Maybe if I don't use the dumbbell one, I'll be more tempted to use it during the week and actually do my workouts. Maybe, since I put skincare now down here, so I'm like faking myself out and I'm letting everybody know. Maybe it'll help to hold me a little more accountable. All right, so I'm gonna just slide these back in. So yeah, what I did is I put the tiny icons in now with my cool new Post-it notes. These are the new ones I just received from the Coffee Monster Co. These ones I had. These I received recently too from I think the June pre-order. So I like it all to kind of be all together. So I can plan a lot easier. So I'm just gonna stick these back in here. All right, so let me check my spread out. I think that's what I've got for today. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining in on the fun. I hope you have a fantastic week, and yeah, I hope the second week now, third week, I don't know, officially in September treats you real well. All right, take care, everybody. See you next time. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. I appreciate you. Take care.